Greetings and welcome. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're talking about books. And this book has been so popular since it first came into the library in April that it's still a 7-day checkout. It is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And this is the author of the book Lovers Also, another good book to check out if you are interested. Alice dreams of a bigger life. She's a writer for a magazine, but what she would really like is to write the biography of her favorite famous person. Margaret Ives is an heiress who married Alice's father's favorite singer. In fact, when Alice was younger, her father would often talk about the love story of Margaret and that singer. And she would like her biography to be exceptional, much like the biography written by Hayden Anderson. Hayden spent time with a man diagnosed with dementia and talked with him while his condition deteriorated, and then wrote a book about those experiences. And that book won a Pulitzer Prize. Now she just might have the chance to get what she wants. Alice is on her way to a meeting with Margaret, who is now in her 80s. But when she arrives, she is not the only one there. Hayden has also been invited to the meeting, and Hayden is not what she expected. When Margaret can't choose between them, she devises a plan. Both Alice and Hayden will stay in the area for a month. They will meet with her individually, and they'll write a proposal. Margaret will choose her biographer from those proposals, and the person chosen will stay in the area and continue writing their book. Alice is not the happiest about this situation, but she figures since they're both in the area, they may as well get to know one another. Hayden is surly at the start of the meeting and only gets surlier. He doesn't respond well to Alice's overtures of friendship, but he starts to melt eventually, and they become friends and maybe more. As they spend more time together, they begin to understand one another, and as they each meet with Margaret, they begin to feel like she is not being completely honest with them. But what is she hiding, and why? I should preface this by saying that I don't really read a lot of romance books. And I don't mind a romance in the books I read, but I don't read specifically romance books. I really enjoyed it. A romance does develop, but the story is not all about that romance. And in case you're wondering, it has a moderate level of spice. Part of the story is devoted to discovering what Margaret has left out of what she's telling Alice and Hayden, and I actually enjoyed the part of the story where Margaret was talking about her past, and even the parts of when Alice and Hayden talked to one another about their life in their family as they were growing up. So if you like this one, I suggest reading this one. Other books to read for a similar experience include The Love Hypothesis by Hazelwood. I've also got a YA recommendation for you too, Dating and Dragons by Kristy Boyce. Quinn is starting at a new high school and hopes that by joining the D&D group that she will make friends. Logan, one of the people in her D&D group, is cute and charming, but he's also insufferable. Quinn will have no problem with the rules against dating others in the group. And their bickering and bantering increases throughout the story, and Quinn begins to wonder what's causing it. And there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry and other women's fiction featuring a romance. I will be back very soon when we'll talk about my September reads. And if you recall, September is one of my readathon months, so we'll go over the prompts that I will have to fulfill for the readathon and get started picking some books. I hope that you'll join me then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.